eyes, this and that. Jeff Hardy is a mess. Okay, he's a mess.
I don't think so anymore, man.
I think so. Dude, I saw something. Yes. Yes.
Did we lose you?
No, I'm here.
Okay, now I can hear you. Sorry,
Oh.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything you were going.
Oh, my bad. No, I'm talking about
I can hear you.
I'm talking about
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, Jeff. Okay, yeah. I really don't think he's on drugs, bro. I think he's off.
You don't think Jeff Hardy's on drugs?
I mean, I don't think he's on coke anymore.
Are you serious? I'm not gonna say what he's on. I'm not gonna say he's on cocaine or whatever. But you honestly don't think Jeff Hardy is on something? I will tell you this, that 90% of guys in the wrestling business, whether in WWE, TNA, they're on something.
I mean, I'm not saying he's not on, like, maybe he might be on painkillers, he might do weed. I mean, I just don't think he's doing it at the extent of what he used to be doing.
Well, I'm saying that these guys, okay, if you're a wrestler, okay, 95% of these guys are on something, whether it's painkillers, it's something, okay? Jeff Hardy is obviously on some sort of painkillers, okay? And you can tell just by the sound of his voice that, you know, these guys are taking 5-10 painkillers a day. They're up to 50-60 of these things a day. And Jeff Hardy is, just about every wrestler is into popping pills. You know, almost every wrestler has some sort of pill problem or are prescribed pills by a doctor. Jeff Hardy, I mean, to say that Jeff Hardy is not on anything, I thought you meant like if he's still on coke or whatever. I'm sure on the weekends and stuff like that. I'm not saying that he arrives to Impact and he's all fucked up on cocaine, but I don't think he's ever done that. I don't think he's ever arrived where he's been so completely fucked up or on cocaine.
He got sent home or something.
He got sent home. I don't think it's anything like that, but I could tell you that he's definitely on something.
Yeah, well, I mean, 90% of wrestlers are, you know, on something, whether that be painkillers or whatever.
I mean, it's just, I mean, to make him your TNA World Champion is basically the point we're trying to make. We know the guy's got problems. The guy's got a court-ordered date to and you know, he's basically going to have to defend himself, and now he's your TNA World Champion. Do I think it's a mistake that he's
putting the strap on him?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, I know he's a big name, and I know he's way over. It's just, why take a risk? Why take a risk with a guy that you know has problems, with a guy that has numerous problems, and make him your TNA World Champion? I mean,
you gotta think though a couple of things though, man. I mean, obviously they must know something that none of us know. I mean, about the court, or else they wouldn't have put him, you know, the championship on him if they thought he was going to jail, because that would be huge to lose. Then you also gotta realize that since January, man, I mean, he's been very reliable to them. You know,
they can know whatever they want, but the fact is this guy's still got to go before a judge, and TNA is not a judge. The judge is going to be the guy that decides. here. We're back.
Sorry, guys.
Not bad. You know what? We were about to go to a break right there, so you guys didn't miss anything. And then we just decided that, you know what? We'll take our break and we'll come back when we're ready.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know where we lost. We were sitting there, we were still talking about Jeff Hardy, and then all of a sudden you're like, dude, we're not on air.
Yeah, no.
What the hell?
I seen the chat room. I saw the chat room going nuts, and I said, uh-oh, we got a problem. So, but we're good. You guys didn't miss anything. We just, we cut it off right there and went to the break, and here we are back for hour number 2. We're going to open it up, live phone calls. I know we still got to talk about Monday Night Raw. I was in and out. Yesterday was so crazy, man. I was on
with traffic.
With traffic and everything, bro. Everything. It was just a crazy, crazy day. So we're going to fly through Monday Night Raw, and we'll get to that in about 10, 15 minutes. And then for that final half hour, we'll just kind of shoot the shit, man. We'll debate. We'll take phone calls. We got the live chat on and popping tonight at WZROnline.com/chat. Let's see if we can't hit 80 again tonight. We've been at 80 for the past few weeks. Yes, we got about 70 in there tonight, so that's great. We can get 10 more of you guys in there. I know a lot of people listen to the show. They just listen to the stream, but don't come to our live chat room. It's a good time. It's a good time on a weekly basis, you know what I mean? Where everybody shows up, everybody gets a username, come back, you make some friends. Yeah.
God damn. Oh, goddamn.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh, goddamn. I know what you mean.
Well, we make friends, make cliques, you know what I mean? And that's all good. Just don't prank call us. No.
Yeah, no, right?
It's awesome, man. Oh, it's cool, man, that people can come in, you know what I mean? And make little groups and become fans, you know what I mean? And get to know.
Oh, crap. 8 more. We need 8 more.
8 more, baby dolls. WZROnline.com/chat. Make it happen. Make it happen. WZROnline.com/chat. We're trying to get 80 people in the live chat room tonight, and this guy in this 717 area code, my man, I will open up the live phone calls in just a few minutes, brother. I know you want to talk, baby doll. You want to talk to us, man. But give me a break for a second, man. Give me a break. I'll get you in just a little bit. So where we going? Monday Night Raw, right? Bound for glory, man. I mean, what do you, school letter grade, bro?
School letter grade, honestly, I'm going to give it an A-.
An A-? That's, I'm going to go B- just because for all that pyro thing really bothered that not a bit, okay, it's TNA's WrestleMania, and it did not feel like a WrestleMania type show. Matches were good, pyro, not so much.
You know, the one thing I want to say is a lot of people have been saying that they think that this whole like NWO rehash thing that they're doing, or Bound for Glory blows and it's gonna suck and stuff. I mean, if I'm a wrestling fan, I want this new angle, this they thing. I want this to be one of the greatest things ever, because what's good for TNA is good for pro wrestling. You know what I mean?
Right, and that's not is. Anybody that says, I hope TNA fails, or I don't want TNA, I want TNA to die. I mean that is just stupid. No matter how much you hate TNA, no matter how much you hate the indie scene, Ring of Honor, any of these other promotions, to wish death upon any of these, especially one that has a national TV deal, is just stupid. I mean, competition is great.
Definitely.
For wrestling, man. And without TNA, there isn't another alternative where, if WWE sucks, we'll go give TNA a shot. If TNA sucks, we'll go give WWE a shot. Or, if you're a wrestling fan like me and you watch them both. And it's
definitely.
It's better for business,
The only too bad with TNA this week, man, is I wish they could have. I mean, I know it's a cost. Whoa,
you there, buddy?
Yeah, did you hear what I said?
No.
Oh, I said the only really wish TNA would have done is, I wish, I know it's a cost factor, but I wish TNA would have had a live show this Thursday, because I think that would have really helped the rating instead of being taped.
And it'll be interesting to see what happens, because we did that 1.3 rating for the live show last week. And remember what I told you last week when you asked me, would they, or somebody asked, would they go live every week? And I said, basically, I think it's trial and error, you know what I mean? Where
definitely.
They did that live show, and they saw an increase, a slight increase in ratings, but, and then we're coming off their biggest show of the year, Bound for Glory, and they've got the media attention with JWoww from Jersey Shore going into this Thursday. So let's hope that they continue with that 1.3 and build from there. It wasn't that long ago where they were 1.0 on a weekly basis, and now we're consistently seeing 1.2 ratings.
Yep, 1.2, now 1.3, and like I said, I think that was their biggest mistake, though, man. After that Monday show back in January, they didn't have a live show anymore. And then they decided to switch. And I'm kind of afraid that that's going to be the same thing here. If you have that one live show, you do well on it, you want to keep that going. You don't want to stop, wait a while, and then decide to start doing a live show.
Well, here's the thing with that is the production cost of doing a live show and a tape show
are huge, I know.
Yeah, it is out of this world money to run a live show, and that's part of the reason that TNA doesn't do live shows on a weekly basis, and it's part of the reason WWE tapes SmackDown on a weekly basis, because, I've said this before here on WZR Radio, that, to produce a live WWE Raw broadcast, a live Raw broadcast on the USA Network every Monday is over $500,000 on a weekly basis. $500,000 for pyro, for setup, for production, for everything. $500,000 on a weekly basis. And TNA, granted, TNA's production costs are going to be to a lesser degree than WWE's, but it's still going to run you a good $200,000 in TNA for them to do a live show on a weekly basis. They don't have that kind of money right now.
I know what you mean. Somebody just said, what do you guys think of Hogan and Bischoff turning heel? I think it was expected.
What'd you think about Hogan? I was kind of fooled because I didn't expect him to be there.
If you remember last week, my man, I said it was a swerve. I called it out. Wait a minute. He was going to be there. I said it was a swerve.
Here's the thing. You can't really call it that because the back surgery, and that was legit.
But I said this too. I said, I think that his back surgery is legit, but I don't think it is as bad as they're making out to be.
To the degree, right.
Yeah, I don't think it's to the point where he couldn't come on the show. That's what my point was. And I didn't expect him to wrestle.
Well, or the point that he was bedbound.
No way. I didn't think he was bedbound either.
Where basically he was bound in his bed, couldn't walk, couldn't do anything, and then when he showed up at the pay-per-view, I just figured that there was travel involved. It wasn't in Orlando. I know it was in Daytona Beach, not that far away, but there was travel involved where he had to get in a car, and I was surprised to see him there.
And I thought, one thing, man, I said this to our producer too. I told him during the show. If you remember during the Bound for Glory, every 5 minutes, dude, they kept bringing up Hogan. They kept talking something about Hogan. Oh, Hogan's in the hospital. Hogan's this. Hogan's that.
Right.
I thought they were kind of giving it away. That if Hogan wasn't there, I would have been shocked after how much they've gone over on him.
When Hogan's music hit, I didn't think it was Hogan. I thought
somebody else was going to come out.
Well, I thought either somebody else was going to come out or the music was going to hit and Hogan wasn't going to be there. I really didn't expect Hogan to be there.
I really expected Hogan to